Hey people, here at the doctor office with my wife Susan. So I got some time to talk. How about a story? This is another real one. Really stuff happened. Tell you about how I got called up to New York to be a troubleshooter on a job. I told you all how when I was young, I was picked on by everybody and their cousin. Stayed inside for a year, learned how to fight, learned how to wrestle, and a bunch of other things. So this story here started. My brother Daryl got a job with the Charrington Drill Company. And the third job they did was Staten Island to Staten Island to New Jersey under the Arthur Kill River. We drilled 4 boreholes, 38 inches. Um, I got there on the second to the last borehole, the third one. Called me up there; they were having problems, and brother told me that the New York guys up there were milking it really bad. They've been there for a long time already. They want to get done and get home, but the operators were acting like they were new, working real slow. Of course, it was part mafia controlled, the operators and all that stuff. So my brother calls me and says, "You working?" I go, "Not right now." He goes, "You want to come up here and work? We need a troubleshooter. We have some problems." Okay, sounds good to me. He says you get paid, pretty well. He says I'll even talk to the boss about getting you a bonus if you get stuff done right. All right, sounds great. So they send me down a airplane ticket to fly up, and I pack my stuff and go up there. And first day on the job, they put me down by the drill rig, where they were picking up pipe, taking them out. The pipe head got stuck. The drill head, they got stuck, and it tightened up all the joints. They were having to heat up and beat them off. That didn't sound right. They had to heat them up, beat them with a sledgehammer to make them break apart and unscrew them. 400 and something pieces of pipe. And then, of course, they just started it, so guess who gets to swing the sledgehammer right there in front of the machine? But they put me there because the operators were acting like they were news, didn't know what the hell they were doing. So, on my first piece of pipe, guy is old, gray haired. He's probably about 60, been running machines his whole life. He can run them quick as you can think. And I told him to up, over, down, and I'll chain that pipe up there for you. We'll pick it up, put it on the machine. So he real slow picked it up, real slow swung it around. So I looked down my feet and I found a piece of conglomerate rock about this big, by the size of a soccer ball. Be pretty close, by the size of a soccer ball. Conglomerate rock is different pieces of rock held together by rock, dust, and dirt. So I picked it up and I slung it at him, at his machine. It hit about a foot below his windshield and exploded into a bunch of rocks and dust. And that dude jumped up in his seat and looked at me, and I pointed at him, and I pointed at that pipe, and I said, "Get that motherfucker up, get that fucker down, and get it on the fucking machine." All right? So the rest of the day, boy, it was choo, 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 choo. I had to heat him up, bang with a sledgehammer a couple of times. He busted loose. We get out, and had to take 415 pieces of pipe or something like 413 pieces, something like that out. So for 2 days we did this. End of the second day, this leg breaker for the fucking mafia comes up. He goes, pokes me in my chest, pretty hard too. Tried to push me back, but I didn't push back. I just stayed there. And he poked me in my chest and goes, "Don't you be telling my operators what to do." I was like, "Hey man, they know what they're doing. You know what they're doing. Y'all are doing it. You're all trying to milk this. These boys been here from Louisiana and all down south, been here for more than a year and a half. This job should be damn near done and we're out of here. But yet, it's only 3/4 done because you guys are freaking milking it. And they called me up here to try to straighten you out. So he pokes me again. I usually have this problem where I just see fucking red and lose my mind and go off on people. All right, next thing I know, they're hurt and I'm in trouble. Well, they told me that I grabbed him by his nuts and his crotch, and I grabbed him by his throat, and I picked him up and I threw him on his back. Only thing I remember was getting him off the ground because I had my knees in his crotch and my elbow in his crotch and my other elbow in his chin, and I was on his stomach. So how he ended up there, I threw him on the ground. So he gets up and dusts himself off, don't say a word, and walks off. So the next morning, there's another one there. And he comes up and does the same thing. He walks up to me and goes, "You're not right, man." He goes, "These guys are doing what they can do." The guy yesterday said, "You hurt him a little bit." I said, "Man, I told him, don't poke me and don't touch me." And he had to do it. So he did the same thing, poked me in my chest, said, "Don't touch my people." I told him flat out, "Man, you touch me one more time and you're going to be on the ground hurting too." So what happened? He took a swing at me. So I ducked it, come up with a hard right uppercut, bammed him, boy, right on the fucking chin, and gave him a right across his fucking eye and his nose. Busted his nose, blacked his eyes, chipped one of his teeth. And after that, they didn't hassle us no more. We got that job done in 3 more months and we were done. And for doing that, I got a $1,500 bonus. When I went there, I had a bill I owed for a hospital for my wife for a little more than $15,000. And I sent her had them send the check every month, and I just kept my per diem. That's delivered, pay your motel and live on, buy food. And when I went home, that was all paid. I had a little bit of money in the bank, and I had that bonus check. True story, guys. Y'all take care. Bye.